Tonight, of course, was the first presidential debate. Now, obviously, we taped this show earlier in the day, so we don't know what happened yet. If you had to guess, Reggie, what happened in the debate tonight?
Trump said a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense, but kept saying it anyways, and then Biden was like, what are you, some jive turkey?
Imagine, though, if we tune in tonight and Joe Biden does say, what are you, some jive turkey? It would cement what I've always thought, which is Reggie travels back and forward through time.
Yes.
I do believe it. I do. Well, Donald Trump's team wasted no time going on the offensive today. Ahead of the debate this morning, Rudy Giuliani went on Fox and Friends and claimed that Joe Biden is unwell. Have a look.
The man has dementia. There's no doubt about it. I've talked to doctors. I've had them look at 100 different tapes of his 5 years ago and today.
The Biden people say he's fine.
Oh, he can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance and he's fine.
Wow.
I have to give it to Giuliani. It is hard to argue with... He sounds like he just got busted by Scooby-Doo and the gang. I like how Giuliani says, I've talked to doctors. You mean, you know, those people that Trump supporters don't listen to when it comes to pandemics or wearing masks. Suddenly, doctors are experts again. Here's the one thing I'm certain about, though, watching that clip. I am certain that Rudy Giuliani has spoken to multiple doctors about dementia. I think his family were like, no, it's nothing to do with you. They're going to ask you questions about Joe Biden. Yeah, you'll be there the whole weekend. Giuliani then tried to present more evidence of Biden's mental decline, but seemed to struggle a bit himself.
He was in the Senate for 160 years. I mean, he can't do the prologue to the Constitution of the United States or the Declaration of Independence, any of them. He can't do numbers. Wow, are the numbers screwed up.
If I'm honest, I stopped listening after he said Biden was in the Senate for 160 years. But look at his face. Look at his facial expression. Even Rudy Giuliani can't believe Rudy Giuliani just said that. Maybe Giuliani's right, 160 years. Who can forget Joe Biden's pivotal work to unite the country during the American Civil War? Now, I've only lived in America sort of 5.5, almost 6 years. Ian, explain Rudy Giuliani to me.
He's like a one-hit wonder politician. Like, he was kind of popping in the early 2000s, but now people only care about him because of Trump. He's like Kid Rock. He's like if Kid Rock was a politician.
You know what I think? Do you know what I think the Rudy Giuliani thing is? This is honestly what I think, and I think it might be a genius move. I think they bring him out on TV right before a debate to make Trump look more together and normal.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
President Trump didn't seem too concerned about his debate with Joe Biden tonight because, according to reports, Trump did almost no debate prep whatsoever. I'll be honest, almost no prep is still more prep than I would have guessed. Apparently, each team made unusual requests heading into tonight's debate, and those requests were vetoed by the other side. Team Biden apparently requested a break every 30 minutes, while Team Trump asked for each candidate's ears to be inspected for electronic devices.
Wow.
Yeah. The second request was rejected because they couldn't find a single person in the country willing to look inside Donald Trump's ears. Although, I think I know what you'll see if you look through his ears. I think you'll know what you see if you look into his ears. You just see right out the other side. Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Well, I can't believe that I get overlooked in the writing categories. I actually think that's the joke that will bring him down.
That's it. It's curtains for him after
They'll probably cancel the debate after that.
Yeah, they will.
If we put that up online now, they'll cancel the debate. They can't cope with that level of satire.
It's trending on Twitter right now. I don't know. The show hasn't even gotten out yet. I have no idea how it happened, but it's the #1 topic.
But Joe Biden asks for a break every 30 minutes. He can't just check out whenever he wants to. Who does Joe Biden think he is, a member of our band? You can't just zone out in between commercial break bumps. Forget the presidency. If you have to take a break every 30 minutes, you're not getting a shift manager position at Del Taco. And there was some big news this morning for Joe Biden. He has officially been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he should get some kind of award. He served 160 years in the Senate. First Trump was nominated for one, now Biden. Here's my thing. How easy is it to get these nominations? I'm starting to think getting a Nobel Prize nomination seems a bit like an Instagram challenge. Who else deserves a Nobel Prize nomination this year, Reg? Who do you think?
Probably Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah? Go on.
You mean someone else?
No, I mean, what's she done this year?
Oh, God. You know what?
You think retrospectively?
She's just done a lot. She's shown her true colors.
You know what she said? I mean, you're right, and she just wants to have fun at the end of the day.
She just wants to have fun, and I think that's what we need.
That's it.
We need that.
And we wanted to tell you about this. A 5-year-old African rat was recently awarded a prestigious medal for his work detecting mines and explosives in Cambodia. The rat was given a medal, or as the rat called it, not cheese. The rat's like, right, well, what do I do with this? Although this is the most impressive rat I've ever seen. It is, and I once watched a documentary about a rat who loved to cook and ended up owning his own restaurant. But the explosive detecting rat was really modest about the whole thing. The rat said that he thinks nothing of putting his life on the line to save others because he has no clue what's going on. Because he's a rat. I don't understand. So the rat goes in and says, there's mines here or there isn't mines here. Imagine the rat gradually, no, it's fine. You can go across that field now. Are you sure? Yeah, no, the rat said it's fine. Sorry, what? The rat. Sorry, have you met Nigel? Nigel says, totally fine. So I'm good to go across. Yeah, because... Well, why don't you go? I can't. I'm looking after Nigel. I've got to give him... I'm giving him a medal later. Go on, you go. You take off. And did you see this story? An airline is now selling off used drink carts from their retired 747 airplanes. You know the big carts that roll down the aisles? They come fully stocked with drinks and are being sold for $685 each. Yes. Yeah. Great news for anyone who's been on the hunt for a metal box filled with cans of expired tomato juice. You have to admit, a used drink cart from a 747 does make a great conversation starter, doesn't it? And that conversation starts with, Kevin, we're all a bit concerned about you. And this is nice. For an extra $50, they'll bring it to your house and slam it into your knee while you're asleep.